Hi, I'm Charbria Shine, and welcome back to Max Out Girl. All right, ladies, we are back with a very special episode. Woo, woo. We have an amazing businesswoman today, Miss Paula Delores. Hey, girl, hey.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, she is amazing. Now, she is the CEO and founder of the Melanated Bar.
Yes.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
So tell us about your business. What is the Melanated Bar?
Yep. So the Melanated Bar is a clean skincare line. I created this line to just help Black people find products that work for their skin. Oftentimes we go to the stores and we buy products because they're accessible.
Yeah.
But when you look at the ingredients, you realize that what they have in them is typically
Terrible.
trash.
It's a terrible, yes.
Typically.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to create products that were made for us, that make us feel beautiful in our skin without putting hazardous or harmful materials on our skin, because we know skin is the largest organ on our body.
True.
And if we're constantly putting harmful ingredients on it, eventually it's going to catch up to us. So
Yeah.
I created it just to make those products for us so that we can trust what we put on our skin when we go in the linen closet and grab a product out.
Yeah. And I'm looking at your skin. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So has your skin always been like this?
So my skin, I never had like crazy acne. I never had a bunch of dark spots or anything, just full transparency.
Yeah.
But after I had my daughter Penelope, that's when my skin started to change. So I had a lot of dry patches. I became a little splotchy in certain areas on my face. And then I was very oily also, as well as dry. So I just could not find like any product that could really do what I needed it to do.
Yeah.
And I just started using, I think when I first created this, my first product, I just started using it and I just saw the difference it did for my skin. Like I wasn't dry, I didn't look crusty.
Yeah.
I was feeling good, looking good.
Yeah.
You know, and when after you have a baby, you know, we already are like our worst critics. But after you have a child, it's like, everything is magnified.
Really? Okay.
So I did not like my skin. I'm just like, okay, if you already feeling ugly, you know, you really can't be looking ugly either. So I'm like, let me figure out what I could do just to, you know, make myself feel better so I could look good.
And I want to point out, ladies, that this is a women in business spotlight. Okay, we're spotlighting Paula. Okay, so it started after you had your first daughter, then you were like, okay, I got to do something.
Yep.
So, but where did it come from? Like, how did you actually get started? I remember you kind of told me before you kind of were like, let me just do something, and you didn't think this was going to be a business, or you did think it's going to be a business. How did it happen?
So I did not think I was going to be in the skincare industry at all.
Okay.
I didn't start it after my first daughter. I started it after I had Paige. Paige is my 8-year-old.
Okay.
At the time, I was living with my uncle.
Okay.
Chris and my current husband, well, not my current husband, my only husband.
You better get it straight.
Sorry, babe. My husband and I weren't together at the time. You know, I just graduated college, moved back up. Living with my uncle, no money, no job, broke, depressed, just had my second child, and then I'm Black and I'm young. So like just the stigma of being a single young Black mom, if you look in America, you know, they think welfare, they think ghetto, they think, you know, drama.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, I won't say I felt that way, but I just kind of felt like that's how society looks at me. And that just put my postpartum in overdrive. So at that point, you know, I'm raising 2 little girls by myself in my uncle's house, and I'm like, okay, Paula, you can't fold. Like, you're sitting here and you have 2 daughters, they're young, they're looking up to you, they smile every time they see you, like you're their role model, like do better. And that was the push that I needed after looking down at them. So all I did, I just started washing my face.
That's it. You just said, I will wash my face.
I mean, I couldn't go to yoga. I didn't have no money. I didn't have a babysitter. I couldn't just go to Starbucks and grab a smoothie. You know?
You said this is the first step to feeling better.
It was the first step. I mean, it was free. It was something I could just do.
Wow, so simple. So, okay, so you said, I'm just going to wash my face and make myself feel better.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
But then I remember you were saying before we talked earlier that you saw that the chemicals weren't that great in what you were using. So that's kind of how you started.
That's how I started. That's how I started messing with ingredients. So I'm like, okay, wash your face, right? But then I'm like, okay, well, what's in these products I'm washing my face with? I don't know what made me go that deep into it, but I'm kind of like, let me just do some research. Trash. Trash.
So-
I just started immediately throwing stuff away.
So when you say trash, was it like harmful chemicals in them?
I wouldn't say harmful chemicals. It was just a lot of stuff after researching it that just was not beneficial for my skin.
Okay.
So a lot of fillers, a lot of sulfates, a lot of things that just, I was like, I didn't need it in my skincare. And so it's like, why would I continue to use these products if it's just something that's not needed? They kind of just put it in there to cut the product with some ingredients. And then some ingredients, you know, it says fragrance. A lot of people don't know this, but if your label says fragrance on it, that means they could literally put whatever ingredient they want into that fragrance.
And not even tell you.
And it's not even a fragrance. They could put whatever they want. They don't have to list it. They don't have to label it. And so once I saw that, I was like, oh no, like, let me just give me some coconut oil, some shea butter. And that's what I started with. I just started mixing products, and eventually I got into, I think I made something at my mom's house. And she was like, oh, my girlfriend came over and she smelled it. And she was like, does she sell this? And I was like, no. My mom said, well, you should.
Wow.
So after that, I made an Etsy, and everything just took off. Like, people were like, oh my God, like, congratulations. They started buying, sharing, and it was just an amazing journey. So no, I did not know I was going to skincare. Skincare chose me.
Wow. So you put it on Etsy. That was your first step. And you start off with just the bar?
Yes. So I didn't start off with the bar, actually.
Okay.
So I actually started off with what we called at the time melanin serum. So let me see if I have one right here. I actually do. So we started off with a oil, and it was called melanin serum at the time.
Okay.
And again, you know, I got rid of all my moisturizers, and I wanted to use an oil. And that was our first product. They call it face crack. It went crazy. Like, people loved it. We sold it in like a little black jar that I used to write on. So to see it elevate to this, you know, it was just full circle.
So what is this product supposed to do with your skin?
Yeah, so this basically gives you an instant boost of glow.
Okay, come on.
Also, it helps with dark spots. It helps, you know, with oiliness. So some people think, oh, I have oily skin, I can't use oil. That's a myth.
Okay.
If you have oily skin, you definitely can use oil. Oil is your friend. All you need is 1 to 3 drops. You just apply it to your face, and you can literally see your skin take off like as soon as you apply it. You can also use it as a makeup primer. So I know you like your makeup, girl. You know, your stage plays and everything.
Yes, come on.
You could use this as a makeup primer.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Love
So we
that.
started with that, and we started with a charcoal scrub.
Okay, and so they called it what? Face crack, you said? What
Face crack. My best friend coined that term.
Face
They
crack.
call it face
because
crack.
it just did such a good job.
Yes.
Because it was addictive.
It's addictive.
Because
like,
once you put it on, it's like a crazy, beautiful glow.
yes. Like,
I love
I'm
that.
telling you, I'm going to send you some home.
Okay, come on,
Once you
y'all.
put a couple drops on, you're just going to love
hooked.
it. It makes your skin feel good. And
But you don't have to put makeup on top of it.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't unless you want to. It's
Okay.
personal preference.
Wow, I love that. So you started with this, you put it on Etsy, and how did you market it? How did you get the word out?
So I love to tell people this.
Oh, okay.
Love to tell people this. I'm a nice girl. I'm not a mean girl. I'm not rah-rah or anything like that.
yeah.
So when I put out a product, people bought because they liked me.
That makes sense.
They loved me. You know, I was friends with
like
everybody.
your friends and family supported you.
Even my people that weren't even my friends,
Yeah.
they just knew of me.
Okay.
They just knew, oh, this Paula. You know, I went to college with her. You know, she
Yeah.
always was nice. She waved at me, or I went to grade school with her.
Yeah.
So as soon as I started posting about it, I mean, people I haven't talked to in forever just was buying and sharing and clicking.
I love
and
it. They supported you.
It was my family, friends, and like
Yeah.
everybody that knew me that just really built this brand for me.
So you hear that, ladies? It pays to be nice.
It pays to
No
be a
mean
nice
girls.
girl. Don't be a mean girl.
Don't be a mean girl. No mean girls allowed. I
No
love that.
mean girls allowed.
So your friends and family and people that knew of you started buying, and it started blowing up.
Yes.
Because go ahead.
So it started blowing up, but you know, being in business and not really knowing anybody else that has a product-based business in my life, I just started doing a lot of research. So, you know, I'm on Google late at night. You know, I'm trying to figure out, okay, as a product-based business, what do I need to do?
Yeah.
And it was like email. You need email. So I got me an email list.
Yep.
Then they said you need Facebook ads. So I got me a Facebook ads account. Then it said you need to be on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
So I did all of those things as well. And then they talked about like, you know, branding and, you know, just serving the people without selling. And those, I would say 4 fundamentals were something that really took my brand next level. I mean, once I ran my first Facebook ad, I mean, shoot, I think we were making about $1,000 a day at the time.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
what was in that ad? Like, was it just a photo of the product? Was it a video of you using the product? What was that like?
So it was me. So
yeah,
it was
what
me.
you do, girl?
My first ad was me. I was using a turmeric bar. And by the way, y'all, this is before turmeric became crazy, okay?
Because it's popular now,
I am the turmeric pioneer. Just to let y'all know. So whenever y'all see turmeric in these skincare products, just know it originated from me, Paula Delores. But I was just washing my face with the turmeric bar, and I knew what my target audience liked. They like the nails, they like the lashes, they like your hair done, they like beautiful things. So I had my pink satin hair scarf on, lashes done, nails done, and I'm just lathering this soap and just washing my face. And this is like 2018, 2019 when I'm doing it. And I'm just washing my face. I think I had some crazy song going, like people was like rocking to and everything. Comments went crazy. Everybody's like, oh, I want one. I just got mine. So, the comments helped with like the social proof aspect of it. Because now, you see people like, oh, who used this product? Click on the comments. You see hundreds of women saying I use this product and I love it.
That's amazing. So did you just throw the gasoline on that ad? Like meaning like a lot of money in it? Or did you try it just a little to see how it would work or how it performed?
Yep. So I threw gasoline at it. I mean, I was hitting all different interest categories. Like if my target audience liked to shop at Louis Vuitton, I'm setting the ad to target people who shop at Louis Vuitton. If my target audience likes Hennessy, I'm going to target them and make sure, you're showing the people that they like Hennessy.
So did you do the research to know what your target audience would like?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So the thing about my business, and this does not apply to everybody else in business, okay? This is my business.
Yeah.
I am one of my customer avatars. So a customer avatar is basically who you're serving. Yeah. I have about 3 of them. Okay. So I have one, it's just a woman, she's single, she's young, she got dark spots, she doesn't feel confident in her skin. That's one of my customer avatars. Another one is me. I'm young, I'm married, I don't have any skin problems, but I love nice things. Yeah. I like to shop. I like to spend time with my friends. I like to go out for drinks. And then I have a third one. So I am like one of my customer avatars. So it's kind of easy for me to know like how people want to be talked to. Yeah. So that's
because you're your customer.
I'm my customer. Yeah. So that's why I say, don't take that as y'all business advice. You may not be your customer. Right. True. I am one of my customers. Yeah. So just knowing and honing in on like what I know my customers like and what they don't like has really helped me with my branding, my marketing, and how I serve them.
Great. So when it comes to your marketing, your branding, it's helped you grow immensely, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So I know you did the Facebook ads. What were some other things that you did that kind of helps put some gasoline on your marketing?
Absolutely. So I started a brand ambassador program as well for my business, and I don't do much with it now because really people like to speak of my products on their own easily. Because you grew. Because I grew. Yeah. So they would post videos of using the products. They would tag me. They got their own discount code. And I think when we first launched that program, I believe we made maybe an extra $2,000 that month. Okay. And this was just based off of like 4 brand ambassadors just posting about the product. So that helped tremendously. But then we also started going to expo shows. So we do a lot in Essence Fest, and actually like this entire backdrop is what we take with us. And Essence Fest went crazy. Like our first year, like when I say we lost customers at Essence Fest because we couldn't serve them. Oh. It was too crowded in our booth. It was like not enough people checking out. Like we were bursting at the seams. Okay. So we needed more manpower. Yeah, we needed more space, more sales members. So Essence Fest was crazy. A lot of people learned about our products there. My mom is my shero. Like when I love that. That is one of the driving forces for my brand. My mom, like she is screaming from the mountaintop. She is going out. She is passing out flyers. I mean, she goes to the grocery store and she hands out about 15 flyers at a time. But Essence Fest is just crazy. So the first year, we lost some customers, but we made a lot of money. Okay. A lot of money. We just couldn't serve everybody. Because you didn't know how big it was going to be for you. Right? You didn't know. But then you learned, right? We learned. And so we went back the next year. We bought a double booth. We brought double the team members, double the products, and we hit 50K. What? Literally, being at Essence Fest. So we weren't playing. We were not playing. That's like amazing. It was just such a nice experience. Yeah. I mean, the people from last year came back and like, oh my God, like you guys came again. Like I came to go get my products basically. Yes, so it was just beautiful.
So you would say it's worth it to take a chance on things like that? Because sometimes people could think like, it could be pricey to go to those things.
Yeah.
It's a big investment. But it almost sounds like putting yourself in the proper position because all of those people are going to be there and a lot of them are probably your customer.
Exactly.
So why not go for it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, like, just follow your mind, follow your heart. Like, stop talking yourself out of things. I mean, I'm still learning this myself.
Of course,
but
we all
I
are.
mean, if you're going to believe something, why not believe in bigger? Why would you believe you're going to fail? Why would you believe that you're not good enough? Like, you're lying to yourself. So lie to yourself about the good things.
Like into success. Right?
Trick yourself into
I love
success, because when you do that, then your actions are going to follow it. But when you're telling yourself like, oh, we can't do this, then, you're not going to have no actions to prove that you can do it. You're going to prove yourself that you can.
So what do you feel like is maybe one of your biggest challenges that you've had in building this business? Because you've been doing it since, you said, 2018?
We've been doing this we started in 2017, but we really didn't start like really hitting the ground running until about 2019.
Okay, got it.
So I would say the biggest challenge with being in a business like this is staying relevant, only because I'm not a trendy or viral girl. Like, I'm not going to be,
I understand.
Chucking and jiving on camera, for attention.
Yeah,
and so when, COVID happened, that's when a lot of competition, everybody's at home, everybody's launching a business, and everybody's on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing the song and dance.
I'm not doing the song and dance. I'm staying true to my values. I'm staying true to who I am.
Yeah. Your brand.
And so just making sure that I am in my avatar faces still, I'm still engaging. I'm still talking to my customers, hitting my email list, running the ads. That can be challenging when a lot of people just want to see jokes and fun all day. But we made it out. COVID was crazy for us.
Yeah.
I think during COVID, we hit $1 million in sales.
That's awesome.
We are also nearing on $2 million in
Woo,
sales as well.
Come on, shout for that.
Currently, yes,
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. So, just waking up every day and doing the hard things.
And what are the hard things, like the day-to-day? What does your day-to-day look like?
Absolutely. So the hard thing, I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. Penelope, Paige, and Christopher Jr., my 5-month-old.
And you're a wife, too.
And I'm a wife, and I'm a business owner, and I have 3 sisters, and I have best friends, and I'm an auntie.
Yeah.
And, you got all these different things pulling you in each direction. So it's hard to, like, balance the day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And then at a rate that we're growing, I'm making the products, I'm marketing, I'm sending the emails, I'm running the ads, I'm going to the expos.
So you're like a solopreneur right now.
I'm a solopreneur. My husband is very much like a pivotal move in my business as well.
But it's mostly like running it.
It's mostly me. He makes soap. He ships the orders. So we found balance in that aspect. But the challenging part is just, finding time to just woosah and finding time to just really prioritize what's important, because obviously my family is important, but also
your business
my
too.
Business that is supporting us is important too. So just trying to learn how to balance everything. That can be hard. It could be stressful, and it could make you feel like you're in survival mode.
Yes, I do understand, as I'm an entrepreneur as well, so I understand exactly what you mean. So what does your day-to-day look like?
Yep. So normally my husband gets the girls to school.
Okay.
Shout out to husband.
Whoop, whoop.
So he wakes them up, he feeds them, get them off to school. He comes back home, and at this time, he normally brings me coffee upstairs to bed. So I very much live a spoiled wife life, y'all. So when I say I be struggling, like, I be struggling, but my husband,
not like that. Not for real, y'all. We ain't really struggling.
We ain't really struggling. My husband's the MVP, so he brings me coffee. I wake up. I started recently a new thing because I was talking about balance. I started a new thing, which one of my husband mentors mentioned to him about. It's called Miracle Morning. So I get up. I have my moment of silence. I do my affirmations. I go in and I visualize like what I want my day to look like. So, I close my eyes and I say, okay, Paula, you a boss. You got to go downstairs, got to make these products, but don't forget, you got to go back upstairs and work on your baby's project when she get home from school. And then I also think about like what I want my near future to look like. After that, I do my exercise, and I only do about 5 minutes. I am not, look.
That's okay. You try.
I ain't lying to y'all. I'm not doing a 30-minute exercise. No, I do my
Your 5
in my
minutes.
little squats.
You do. It's a start. It's a start.
It's the start. So I do that, and then I read, and then I journal. I journal every day.
Yeah.
Even if I skip everything else, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna journal. I'm gonna talk to God. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna thank Him.
Good.
I always write down like 3 things that I'm grateful for every day, because without Him, you know, all this could be gone.
Right.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So I always give Him His praise as soon as I wake up. But after my morning routine, you know, I come downstairs. I eat. Husband usually has breakfast for me. I, you know, look at what I have to do for the day, come downstairs, check in on inventory, check in on customers. I do have an assistant that handles that, so of course I have to, you know, touch base with her. But, you know, just business until about the kids come home, and then it's crazy and unpredictable from there.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah.
So it's most of your work day making the products?
So it varies.
Okay,
So
depending on the day.
So some days I come downstairs and I make products. Some days I don't have. Some weeks I don't have to come downstairs because we have all the inventory. So my husband, you know, is the one downstairs in the warehouse.
Okay, if you already have the inventory.
If we already have the inventory. So I come down and I make products, and then, you know, label them, lid them. My niece comes, you know, and she helps fill products, label them for me. Yeah. My babies, they're employed. They employ, baby. They do not play. They come home from school some days like, okay, mommy, let's knock this out. I want to label
what do
this.
They do?
I want to
label.
They label. So they label.
That's so cute.
Paige actually sanitizes. So I taught her how to sanitize the jars and bottles and everything. So she does that for me, puts them on the rack.
I love it. It's a family affair.
It's a family business, like, through and through.
Yes, I love that. Wow. So work-life balance, I know we always talk about it, but it seems like you're trying to figure it out, because I think that's the biggest thing sometimes with being a wife and a mother and having a business. So I know a lot of women, we can talk about like, man, how do we you know, do it all? And sometimes people are like, you can't have it all, or you can have it all but not at the same time. And I think it's just a juggling act. I think you can have it all. It's a juggling act though.
It's a juggling act. And I like to tell people, because I get this question all the time, they're like, how do you do it all? And I'm just like, I don't. You know, some days I drop the ball in business. Some days I drop the ball with my kids. Sometimes I drop the ball with my husband. I tell people, like, you just have to go with the flow, but also know what type of season you're in life. Because sometimes my kids need that extra attention. Like right now, their school is going through hardship from a loss of a student at the school.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, you know, it's a super heavy moment for them. And I know right now, you know, I'm going to turn these lights off and I'm going to be upstairs with my babies, you know, showing them the extra love and the extra attention. Or then sometimes, you know, it's my marriage, you know, my husband could be, you know, driving me crazy and I'm ready to strangle him. So, okay, well, Paula, turn the lights off, go upstairs, you know, and spend some time with your husband. Or I'm behind the orders.
Yeah, so you gotta put some extra hours in.
So now I'm downstairs and I'm, you know, now I'm chucking the job for real. Trying to get these products out. So it's just, you know, knowing what the season is and paying attention. You have to pay attention.
Yeah, I think that's so good, just seasons, because, you know, I was talking to my husband about that today, like, you know, trying to do the business, have a great family life, you know, we were talking about kids, it's like, ooh, but it's lot. Knowing what season and planning for that season and saying, okay, we're going to focus more on this right now. And I think also being okay with having to shift. Because I could be a person like, no, we're working on this.
A
this perfectionist,
is what I'm huh?
Yes. Like, we're working on this. I need it to be like this. And it's like, girl, that's not life. You got to beat it, ebb and flow.
You got to go with it.
And just, like you said, just woosah. And I think,
know it's gonna be okay.
Yes, it's going to all work out. Yes. So I love this. So this is amazing. Congratulations on all you've been able to accomplish. You are a boss babe. I love it. Thank you for coming on the show. Where can they, well, before you tell them where they can find it, give like a little tidbit or a little talk or just an advice to that woman who she wants to start her business. Maybe she's a little on edge about it or not sure. What can you tell that woman?
I would tell that woman to just do it.
Okay.
Just do it. If you think too hard into it, you're not going to do it. So as soon as you say you want to do something, write the plan, make it plain, give it to God, and He will direct your steps. You also have to know that if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. So be ready to, you know, put some blood, sweat, equity into it, because it's not easy, but it is worth it.
I love it.
Especially right now during the time of the political environment. You know, you definitely want to have something that you could call your own.
That's
you know,
good.
It's the time to build Black wealth. It's the time to build up our community. So don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to, period.
I love it. You're right. Time to own, y'all. Ownership.
Yes,
it's all about that ownership.
It's time to own.
Yes, I love it. So where can they find your product and where can they follow you?
Absolutely. So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, the Clock app, aka TikTok. You can find us on Lemon 8. You can find us on any social media site, the Melanated Bar. If you want to follow me personally, I am Paula Delores as well across all platforms. I love talking to customers. Send me a DM, send me a message, comment on my Instagram, let me know, what's going on in life. I don't just sell skincare. I sell wellness. Like I care about my customers through and through. So no matter what it is, send me a message. Like I love to talk, as you can tell. I will sit here and kiki all day. So you can find me on those platforms. If you want to shop, you can shop us at themelanatedbar.com. We are solely e-commerce. We are not in stores yet, but that is something, for the future to work on.
Soon to come, right?
Yes.
Love it. Well, thank you for coming on my show.
Yes.
Ladies, follow her, support her. I'm going to try out some of these amazing products and I'll give a review too. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Yes. So also make sure that you follow her. Like I said, support her. You can follow me at Max Out Girl at Charbria Shine. Also, don't forget we have my stage play, Charbria Shine Single Woman Chronicles.
Yes.
Go to swcthestageplay.com. Use code SWC10 for $10 off. And again, that is March 29th. And you don't want to miss our pink pre-show party before the show. Make sure you check it out. It's going to be so fun. So we hope we said something that encouraged, inspired, and elevated your thinking. I'm Charbria Shine. Talk to you next time. Bye, guys.